morning and welcome. I am Armando Salazar, the front principal of LBJ Johnson High School, home of the Mighty Wolves. Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Johnson High School's Junior ROTC program under the direction of Andrew E. Rodriguez and retired Petty Officer First Class Javier Tobias. The national anthem performed by the Mighty Johnson Band under the direction of Rene Peña and the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Texas Pledge will be recited by Edwin Alvarez. Student Council President, will everybody please stand?
Freeze it! Colors!
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, indivisible. We will now observe a moment of silence.
Carry! First! Ready! Cut! Right! Face! Forward! March!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Now I would like to introduce our special guest joining us this morning. First, we have Mr. Jaime Garza, Director for Section 504. Ms. Zaida G. Gonzalez, Director of Elementary Education. And Ms. Laura de los Santos, Executive Director of Special Education Department. And Dr. Julissa Liendo, Instructional Coordinator for Language Acquisition Program. I would also like to recognize our Johnson High School faculty and staff. Please stand. Our Johnson High School faculty and staff, please stand. The distinguished alumni, Erica Lisette Lopez, class of 2007. Dr. Guillermo A. Obregón, class of 2008. Ms. Lorena Zapata Jefferson, class of 2011. Ms. Lisette Devis, class of 2011. Ms. Valeria Guerra, class of 2013. Representing Jorge Macias, class of 2013, Ms. Macias. Mr. Jose Isaac Segura Eubanks, class of 2013. With us this morning are individuals honored last night at the League of Legends Distinguished Alumni Award reception at Aldesa Center. Today it brings me great joy to honor them at their alma mater. What exactly is a League of Legends? A Distinguished Alumni Award recipient. What have these individuals done to deserve this coveted recognition? And how can you, the students, be future honorees? Well, to be a United ISD Distinguished Alumni, you must have distinct recognizable traits in the following areas: citizenship, responsibility, respect, and trustworthiness. You must also have a sense of responsibility to the community that you serve, and have an outstanding performance in your chosen career field. Now, each of these individuals have done that and more. So I ask that everyone please give them their full attention as we honor them with this honor.
Good morning. My name is Aaron Alvarez, and I have the honor to introduce Ms. Erica Lizardo. Ms. Erica Lizardo is a 2007 graduate of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. While attending LBJ High, Erica was involved with the student body and multiple organizations. She was the 2007 class president as well as a member of the National Society, National Hispanic Honor Society, Superintendent Student Advisory Committee, Student Council, Yearbook Club, newspaper, and the Sister City Student Exchange Program. Ms. Lopez attended Texas A&M International University in Laredo, Texas, where she received her bachelor's of arts in political science with a concentration in international relations in June of 2011. During her undergraduate career, Erica was part of the D.D. Hatcher Honors Program, Texas A&M International University Honors Program, and Vice President of the National Political Science Honors Program. While working on her undergraduate degree, Ms. Lopez was also an intern working for Congressman Henry Weah, where she discovered her love for public service. In 2014, she received her Master's of Arts in Political Science from Texas A&M International University. Upon completion of her graduate education, she continued to work in the public sector, including nonprofit organizations focusing on the risk teens, mental health, and substance use. Ms. Lopez currently works for the City of Laredo Health Department, where she serves her resilient community in the public health sector and continues to raise awareness about issues that affect Laredo. Erica is a member of the Laredo Suicide Prevention Committee, Laredo Health Coalition, Laredo Behavioral Health Coalition, and the City of Laredo Drug and Alcohol Commission. Outside of her professional life, Erica enjoys time with her family and friends. Please help me welcome Ms. Erica Lizette Lopez.
Good morning. Thank you everyone for being here. I am extremely honored to be here today surrounded by so many individuals, but I am especially proud to be representing Lyndon B. Johnson High School. My experience at LBJ from a 12-year-old 7th grader, yes, LBJ used to be a middle school when it first started, to an 18-year-old high school senior, molded me into a hardworking and ambitious woman. My years at LBJ community, just as the LBJ community gave back to me so much. Lyndon B. Johnson High School will forever hold a special place in my heart, as it's the place where I grew, I learned, and I partially became who I am today. I say partially because I could not be where I am without my roots, my parents. My parents have always made me believe the impossible is truly possible, and there is absolutely nothing I can do. Through their own personal sacrifice, they have allowed me to become and proudly embrace who I am. And that honestly is the true embodiment of LBJ. LBJ encourages every single one of you to follow your true passion, whatever it might be. And I truly say this, LBJ will forever be home, and proudly say every single day that you are an LBJ wolf. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Alejandra Herrera, class of 2022 president, and it is my honor to present to you Dr. Guillermo A. Obregón. Dr. Guillermo A. Obregón is a 2008 graduate of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. While attending LBJ, Guillermo enjoyed being involved with the student body. He was also involved in football during his years in high school and was always interested in health and medicine, as evidenced by his participation in health education classes. Dr. Obregón attended Texas A&M University at College Station, where he received his Bachelor's of Science in Health Education in May of 2013. While working on his undergraduate career, Guillermo participated in the Texas A&M Corps of Cadets, where he was a member of the Spiral D1 Army Unit. As a member of the Corps of Cadets, he took on leadership roles that included leading Army units in military training and college students in service of the community. He also served in roles where he was leader and mentor in areas of cultural competence, conflict resolution, and professional development. Additionally, Dr. Obregón was active as a first responder in College Station and at university events. Out of all his experience in TAMU, he believes teaching and encouraging others to pursue their dreams have been the most satisfying experience. At TAMU, Guillermo also completed a Master of Science Biomedical Science and worked at different medical institutions as EMT, emergency scribe. After working as an EMT in Laredo, Texas, he moved to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, where he obtained his medical degree at Central Michigan University School of Medicine. While in medical school, he continued his love of tutoring others and helping his peers achieve their career goals. He demonstrated his commitment to his community as he closely participated with the Saginaw City Hispanic Council to create a program to increase access to medical career for Hispanic women in Michigan. Dr. Obregón currently works for HCA, Portsmouth Regional Hospital, where he has completed almost 2 years of his family medicine residency. While at his residency, he gets to work with New Hampshire's underserved community as one of the 2 only Hispanic primary care providers. He believes being a family doctor is the perfect medium to continue to help communities like Laredo's, where medical resources can be scarce. He hopes that through his work, he can fight healthcare disparities and empower those in need. He credits much of his success to the support of his parents, family, and friends, and he believes that the best way to honor them is to continue to serve his community and to help others achieve their own dreams. Outside of his professional life, Guillermo enjoys traveling, staying physically active, and exploring different cuisines and foods. It is my honor to welcome Dr. Guillermo A. Obregón to the podium.
Thank you. I'm terrible at speeches, so I'm going to try to keep it short. And I didn't have anyone today either, so I apologize for that. But one of the things that I would like to mention that was mentioned earlier in the presentation is that a lot of the gracious things that I have today extend to all of the teachers for the support staff and the college. Everyone is coming out of the work to go to college, try to apply to college, financial wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So one of the biggest things I want you to keep in mind is be afraid to ask God. Teacher can help you, LBJ can help you, make sure that you're successful, make sure you get to accomplish every dream that you make for yourself. Another big thing that I want to ask you is, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid of getting out of your comfort zone. Don't somebody you know is really different than you. You're still learning a lot. Take risks, even if it means going over there for a few years. Thank you. Even if it's going away from there for a few years, or I'm also from Texas, and the first time that I was offered that opportunity was scary. My parents were concerned, being a Hispanic male in a world full of wanglers that had people who would be racist to me. My mom was petrified of the fear of what happened to me, but I don't regret it. It has been tough. It's always going to be tough, but you're always going to have someone like the teachers to be there to help you be successful. So, it means being in LBJ in high school, because I've had a lot of good memories here. You will too. So take your time, enjoy your time in high school, but always draw your peers and ask for help.
Ms. Lorena Zapata Jefferson is in 2011 graduating in LBJ High School. While attending LBJ, she took part in many extracurricular activities and was an active member of the band, color guard, and National Honor Society. Lorena graduated as the salutatorian of the LBJ class of 2011. After graduating high school, Ms. Zapata Jefferson attended Texas A&M International University, Camille, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science in December 2014. And a Master of Arts in History of the Political Thought in December 2015. While studying for her undergraduate and master's degree, she worked as a research and teaching assistant at Tennessee, where she taught several college classes and actively participated in research. Ms. Zapata Jefferson Lorena has served a Webb County Civic Register, where she has assisted with both the registration, and she also has served as an intern at the Department of Homeland Security, where she worked full-time at a task force dedication to the prevention of human trafficking. In 2014, she graduated as the valedictorian of her undergrad class. After graduating with her master's degree, Lorena attended the University of Houston Law Center, where she received her Juris Doctorate degree in May of 2019. Despite the rigors of law school, she volunteered for kids in need of defense, where she also was able to apply her bilingual skills to translate legal documents that allow the organization authorities to provide quality representation to children and immigrant work. Lorena is licensed to practice law in Texas and is currently a law negotiator at Pinocchio Phillips, although world's largest independent exploration and production companies, where she drafts contracts and negotiates lands and deals on a daily basis. In her spare time, she also volunteers for the United States Houston for them. Lorena is happily married mother of four-month-old, and is extremely grateful to her family for their unconditional support of her career, and to teachers and mentors who believe in her and encourage her throughout her academic career. Her future goal is to continue to give back to the communities in Houston and Laredo. At this time, I would like to call Ms. Lorena Zapata Jefferson to invite to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to speak a little bit on my journey in my career in hopes that somebody can relate to my experiences. So, I was born in Houston, Texas, but shortly after my birth, my parents moved to the Mexican border town of Nuevo Laredo. On my 6th birthday, my parents decided to return to the United States because they believed that my siblings and I would have better access to a better education and would allow us to succeed in life. My parents saved enough money to purchase a small plot of land in Encinizo, and each day after work, my father labored into the night building a home for our family. I still remember looking at the small, unfinished cinder block dwelling and thinking it was the most beautiful home I had ever seen because my father built it with his own hands. Not knowing any English, I was placed in the English as a second language program when I first entered school. I still recall the shame of receiving zeros on my spelling tests and feeling trapped in a foreign land. From an early age, however, I knew that my parents depended on my success and that I needed to work twice as hard as my classmates did. After 1 year in the ESL program, I took these Texas standardized exams and was admitted to the Gifted and Talented program. After years of working hard, thanks to my parents' example, I graduated as a salutatorian at LBJ High School and was admitted to Texas A&M International University. Attending college was a transformative experience as it exposed me to a world of new ideas that were at once challenging but also exciting. In December 2014, I graduated with the highest GPA in my college and was chosen to deliver the commencement address. After graduation, I was admitted to law school and graduated in 2019 and passed the bar in 2020. As the first person in both my immediate and extended families to graduate from college and be the first lawyer, I feel proud but also grateful for the opportunities I have received. Growing up in Laredo taught me that we should never allow physical or mental boundaries to limit our ambitions, and that we should all have the ability to overcome our circumstances. I hope that my story can encourage a lot of you to follow your dreams no matter how big they are, because if I did it, I can assure you that so can you. And in a couple of years, you will be standing at the same podium, giving your own speech and sharing your journey. With that being said, I want to thank my family, especially my parents, for always being there for me and instilling in me hard work and resilience. To my husband and my 4-month-old baby for their unwavering support in all that I do. And to all my teachers and mentors who played a huge role in my support in my career, such as Ms. Ana Monsivais and Ms. Emma Rodriguez, who were my counselors at the time, and teachers like Gloria Martinez and Melissa Janak, who believed in me and encouraged me to apply to college. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Jade Santos. I'm the president for National Honor Society, and today I will be introducing Ms. Lizette Devese. Ms. Lizette Devese is a proud 2011 graduate of LBJ High School. While attending LBJ, Lizette enjoyed being involved with the student body. She was an athlete all throughout high school and served as a captain for the basketball team in senior year. She was also involved in volunteering events with the National Honor Society. Lizette graduated at the top of her class and as a licensed vocational nurse through the LBJ Health Science Academy. During her educational journey in LBJ, Lizette received multiple awards, including head of the class. Lizette attended Texas A&M International University in Laredo, where she received her Bachelor of Science in Biology in May of 2015. While working on her undergraduate career, Lizette took on an ant and beetle research internship with the TAMU AgriLife Research Extension in Laredo. She believes that aside from her parents and their unconditional support, a lot of their success came from the mentoring of her 4-year basketball coach, Robert Berger. She is certain that the best way to give back to the community is by donating her time and educating the youth and teaching them about perseverance and hard work through their developing adult lives, just as Coach Berger taught me. Lizette began her workforce journey as the teller at Texas Community Bank in 2011, where it taught her the value of hard work, the importance of being dedicated and committed to getting the job done. In 2014, she studied towards her degree. She became a laboratory assistant at TAMU. She is married to Manuel Devese and they have 2 beautiful children, Manny and Natalia. Her family is her driving force to always be the best she can be. Lizette currently works for the Department of Homeland Security as a Customs and Border Protections Officer at the Laredo Port of Entry. After receiving her bachelor's degree, Lizette decided to begin a career in law enforcement, leaving behind her infant son of the time to complete the academy. This was a sacrifice that she had to take to acquire a very rewarding career. Lizette has become a role model to women in her community as she motivates young mothers who would like to pursue a career in law enforcement. She believes that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. Outside her professional life, Lizette enjoys working out, traveling, and spending time with her family. Please help me welcome Ms. Lizette Davis.
Hi, hello, good morning. I'm a proud 2011 LBJ graduate. Start off, I want to thank my family, my parents for their support, but most of my success came from the teachers, the staff, and the coaches here from LBJ. To think that I was one day sitting right where you're at, and now I work for the Department of Homeland Security as a customs officer. What I want to is let you guys know that anything is possible. That all you have to do is believe in yourself. There's no obstacle, like nothing can stop you. If you set your mind to it, you'll be able to achieve whatever you want to do in life. Thank you so much for having me here.
Good morning. My name is Roger Linebaker, and I'm representing boys basketball, and I have the honor to introduce Ms. Valeria Guerra, Esquire. Valeria was born in Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico. She immigrated to Laredo, Texas at the age of 7 with her parents, Matias Guerra and Dora Alicia Guerra, along with her older sister, Fabiola Guerra de la Vida. Valeria is a proud 2013 graduate of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. During her time at Johnson High School, Valeria served as a student member of the National Honor Society and formed Pi Taffy. Valeria was also a member of Lyndon B. Johnson's dance team, the Dreamcatchers, where she served as a co-captain during her senior year. Upon her graduation, Valeria attended Texas A&M International University, where she earned her bachelor's degree in criminal justice with a minor in dance. During her time at TMU, Valeria was involved in several leadership programs. She was an orientation leader for 3 years, a member of the sophomore years, involved in change, and she served as a first-year student mentor during her last 2 years as an undergraduate. Valeria was a Dean's List honoree for all her undergraduate semesters, and she graduated summa cum laude in 2017. Valeria earned her first law degree from St. Mary's University in San Antonio, Texas. She was awarded the St. Mary's University School of Law Dean's Award and was a Dean's List honoree. She studied abroad through the Legal and Cultural Spring Break Program in Guadalajara High School, Mexico, and through the St. Mary's University Law School Institute on the World Legal Problems in Innsbruck, Austria. Valeria also served as a staff writer for the scholar St. Mary's Law Review on Race and Social Justice. In law school, Valeria worked as a student attorney at St. Mary's Center for Legal and Social Justice through the Consumer Protection Clinic, where she represented clients in evictions and home ownership hearings. Valeria also worked as a research assistant for Professor Roberto Rosas, writing and editing annual legal publications. Valeria is currently working her dream job as an immigration attorney for DMC, one of the biggest immigration firms in San Antonio, Texas. As an immigration attorney, Valeria is determined to zealously represent and guide her clients through the complexities of the immigration system. She hopes to one day be an inspiration to the youth in her community and motivate them to dream big. She owes all her accomplishments to those who always me great pleasure to welcome Ms. Valeria Esquire to the podium.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. First of all, I want to thank the LBJ faculty and staff for hosting us and having us here talk to you guys today. I would also like to thank my wonderful parents for sitting in front of me, for accompanying me today, my nephews, my boyfriend Ricardo, and my best friend Ricky, who was the one that nominated me today. To start off, as they had already introduced me, I grew up with a very humble background. I immigrated from Mexico when I was 7, and I started my career. As a student, I attended John W. Orange Elementary School, moved on to Lamar Vergara Middle School, and then graduated Lyndon B. Johnson High School in 2013. My purpose here today is to leave a tidbit of advice in the hopes to motivate you guys to follow your dreams. I first started my career at TAMU, and some advice that I would like to give you guys graduating from high school is to keep staying involved in the community. Be involved, join organizations, stay active, and surround yourself with those that share the same goals and ambitions as you guys. I believe the key to success is to always believe in yourself and keep going no matter how hard the situation gets. When you are involved with your community, you will start making those connections. I grew up, like I said, with a very humble background with 0 connections, and I'm sure many of you guys can relate to that. So the key to that is to keep getting involved, keep getting to know people, and keep getting connected with your community. That way your name can be out there. I will also recommend you guys to take advantage of all the resources that you guys have. Take advantage of your teachers, take advantage of your counselors, take advantage of AP classes and the early college programs. Anything that will benefit you, take advantage of that. Lastly, I would also like to say that you are your biggest motivation in life. You have to be a little selfish at times and prioritize yourself, prioritize your goals, and keep going. There's no one stopping you other than yourself. So my advice to you guys is to always believe in yourself, ask for help, keep going, surround yourself with individuals who love you, support you, and who will support your dreams as well. So just believe in yourself, keep going, and you guys got this. Thank you so much for having me. Good morning, my name is Maria Trejo, and I am representing the UIL Academics, and I will be introducing Mr. Jorge Macias. Mr. Jorge Macias is a proud 2013 graduate of Lyndon B. Johnson High School, where he enjoyed being involved with the student body. He also participated in UIL teams and was a member of the robotics team. During his junior year, he was elected as president of the National Honor Society, and it is during this time that he gained valuable experience in leadership and public speaking. In his senior year, he reached the top 5%, graduating at number 3 in his class. Jorge then attended Texas A&M University, where he received his Bachelor of Science in Visualization in May of 2017. While working on his undergraduate career, Mr. Macias took the time to help incoming students and assist academic advisors while working for the Office of Student Services at Manford College of Architecture. He believes that aside from his parents and their unconditional support, a lot of success came from the mentoring of his amazing teachers, Ms. Melissa Janak, Ms. Clarissa Cardenas, Ms. Ana Martinez, Ms. Elizabeth Cavazos, and Mr. Oliver Long. He is certain that the best way to give back to the community is to create an educational ripple effect by teaching the youth about perseverance and hard work.
Mr. Marcias currently works at Hulu 20th Century Studios, a movie and network studio in Los Angeles, where he started as a visual effects compositor almost 4 years ago. After completing his first year, Macias was able to work alongside multiple studios and clients including Amazon Studios, HBO, and Disney+. He believes this is the perfect career for him because of his passion for creativity, storytelling, and a desire to help people escape to other worlds through his art. Outside of his professional life, he enjoys television and film, and also enjoys creating snippets of film, diving into the endless world of music and going on hikes. Mr. Macias was unable to attend, but his parents are here with us today. Please stand and be recognized. We will now watch a video and listen to Mr. Macias speak.
Hi guys, my name is Jorge Macias. I'm a former LBJ High School student and a new member to the League of Legends. I want to thank, first of all, my teachers, my former teachers, for considering me and nominating me and wanting me to be a part of this organization. Ms. Generic, Ms. Clarissa Cárdenas, Ms. Elizabeth Galazos, Ms. Ana Cristina Martinez, Ms. Leticia Rodriguez, Mr. Michael Carrillo, who helped me a lot during the way too, and former teachers of mine who I want to also mention Mr. Carlos Ruiz, Mr. Alderlong, and Mr. Jeffrey Castillo. Thank you all so much for helping me along the way since my freshman year of high school to when I graduated and beyond. Thank you guys for the support and for the advice you gave me. I'm a visual effects compositor. What that is I essentially work in film and TV. And I receive shots and elements from directors and producers, and I combine them to create a final image and realize their vision and then satisfy their vision. And then we deliver that to your screens at home. So essentially right now I'm working on series for Hulu, I'm working on series for HBO, series for Disney+. And I'm here to tell you guys that I'm a kid from Durgao, and I realized my dreams and focused on my career, and I couldn't have done it without teachers at LBJ High School. I want to thank just everyone back home, and I wish I could be there in person and talk to you guys face to face and be able to answer questions for you guys. But as I was saying, everything's possible when you put your heart and mind into it. I know it sounds cliche, I know it's probably already very repetitive, but it's very much possible. You guys can definitely ask for help, and teachers are willing to give you their time and really push to help you reach your goals. I want to just emphasize something real quick. It doesn't matter where you come from, Laredo, South Laredo, Durgao, so it does not matter. That's just boost. That was a booster for me to want to do more, to want to do better for myself, for my family, for my, to make my parents even more proud. That should be the driving force for you wanting to discover what's out there. I want to thank everybody once again. Thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity, guys. And I hope to be there in person soon to be able to tour the school and give you guys a nice talk in person. Thank you all. Go Wolves.
Good morning. My name is Ana Segovia, and I am the proud representative for the Early College Program. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Mr. Segura Imex. Jose Isaac Segura Imex is a proud 2013 graduate of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. While attending LBJ, Jose enjoyed being involved with the student body and was an active member of the community. Mr. Segura Imex attended Texas Tech University and Texas A&M International University, where he received his bachelor's degree in systems engineering. Mr. Segura Imex also completed his teaching certification in mathematics/physical science, physics and chemistry, and engineering. While working on his undergraduate career, Jose took a part-time job as a student worker for Dr. Rohita Gunatilaki and a research assistant job for Dr. Tarik Tashtush. He believes that aside from his parents and their unconditional support, a lot of his success comes from the mentoring of his grandparents and his professor/mentor, Dr. T. He asserted that the best way to give back to the community is by educating the youth and teaching them about perseverance and hard work during their developing adult lives, just as Dr. T taught him. During his undergraduate career, junior and senior year, Mr. Segura Ibanks competed in a robotic mining competition at NASA Kennedy Space Center. The main goal of this competition was to create a robot from scratch that was capable of excavation in simulated Mars soil. In his junior year, Mr. Segura Ibanks assisted with the software team, and during his last year, he was president of the robotics club and the team leader of this project. Currently, you will find Mr. Segura Ibanks teaching principles of applied engineering, engineering design, and robotics 1 at Lyndon B. Johnson High School. His passion for math and engineering has allowed Jose to sponsor the UIO Robotics Club, and he continuously strives to expose his students to the engineering and computer science fields by participating in state robotics and computer science competitions. Mr. Segura Ibanks' previous professional endeavors include working for Bravo Lines LLC as a logistics supervisor, where his main task was to optimize the supply chain by running and gathering data from different software. Thereafter, he worked at Lewis Energy in the production division responsible for software operations and management. His role involved maintaining out a variance and maximizing the production of select wells by utilizing artificial lifts, plunger lifts, gas lifts, and compressors. Subsequently, Mr. Segura Ibanks transitioned from the non-renewable energy to the renewable sector, working with Next Era as a wind technician, where he was involved in a new project in partnership with Maxwell Technology Inc., a Tesla supplier, providing ultracapacitor products that supply power solutions as an alternative to the windmill's blades. This project addressed the energy gap for fast response, high power delivery solutions meeting the highest industry quality standards for the South Texas area. Outside of his professional life, Mr. Segura Ibanks enjoys traveling, camping, playing soccer, and spending time with his family. He also enjoys watching Marvel and DC movies as well as anime. Please help me welcome our very own Mr. Jose Isaac Segura Ibanks to the podium.
Okay guys, I just want to say thank you and that's it. That's it. Hi guys, I want to start by saying that anything is possible in this life. We live in a country with an unlimited number of resources or opportunities. If you want to become a doctor, you can. If you want to become an engineer, you want to be a lawyer, you want to own your own business, you can do whatever you want guys. You just need discipline and a goal in life. For me guys, I was born in Dallas, Texas, but raised in Mexico until middle school. When I came to Laredo, it was difficult because I had to adapt to many things. My English was weak. I was able to understand it, but I really had a hard time speaking it and writing it. I also had to learn and adapt to a new culture with different behaviors, practices, and basically a different lifestyle. Aside from that, I was living with my grandparents and abuelita. Because my parents did not have a visa passport to cross the border. Even though I faced many challenges at the time, I decided to transform those challenges into my motivation. That's why I invite you guys right now to use those challenges and those thoughts as your biggest motivation. After that guys, my first goal in mind was to become an engineer. With the help of my teachers at LBJ, I was already informed of what I needed in order to become an engineer. I graduated with a bachelor's in systems engineering in 2018, and after completing that goal, I started to set more goals for myself. I wanted to work for Lewis Energy, so I applied, and I got the job. After that, I went to work on the windmills, where I was part of an important project. This project consisted of changing the batteries on the blades of the windmills for ultracapacitors, which are the ones that they use in Tesla cars. During this time, I had set another goal, and it was to become a robotics teacher. I had always loved robotics, and at time I was the president and leader of the robotics team, and I always enjoyed assisting others with their robotics project. Even though I was happy with my current job, I decided to apply as a robotics teacher to see what I was mostly passionate about. I also wanted to give back to my community. And guess what? I also got the job. And also, guys, there's a lot of opportunities out there, and if you don't see them, it's because you need to start getting out of your comfort zone. Just go for your dreams, work for your dreams, reach your dreams, and also change your mindset, guys, and start working and chasing those dreams. I also want to thank my mom, which I think it is on a video right now. My grandfather who passed away last year, and my girlfriend who is right there. Thank you all for always being there for me, for motivating me to be a better person, and also for Mrs. Robo for motivating me for League of Legends. And shout out to the CT department.
Now our mighty blue band will play the Lyndon B. Johnson alma mater and fight song. Will everyone please stand? This morning's presentation, our honored alumni will have the opportunity to visit students and former teachers in their classrooms, who will meet our League of Legends alumni and their guests for brunch in the library after they tour the campus. Thank you for attending the 2022 Johnson Woods League of Legends ceremony. Johnson students, you may exit the gym at this time and report to class.